The little girl had a nightmare in her sleep, her body convulsing uncontrollably. At first, her father really thought his daughter was just having a bad dream. But the next day, something even stranger happened. The girl's appetite suddenly increased dramatically. She had never eaten fish or meat before. Her grandmother believed the granddaughter was possessed, but her uncle, being a policeman, never believed in superstitions. That night, however, the girl's temperament suddenly changed. She screamed viciously at her father. In the middle of the night, he opened her exercise book and found it filled with bloody and terrifying sketches of ghosts and monsters. When he lifted the blanket, he saw that her thighs were indeed covered with red bumps. The girl then chased him outside, shouting that she was going to kill him. The uncle took her to the hospital to treat the sores. The doctor reassured them it was nothing serious and prescribed some simple medicine. But while her parents went to collect the medicine, the girl went home alone and stabbed a neighbor Annie with scissors. By then, the uncle had no idea what to do anymore. The next morning, a Taoist priest sensed heavy energy in the house. He came in to examine the girl and discovered she had been cursed. He said there was a problem with the family sauce jar. When he smashed it on the spot, they found someone had replaced the paste inside with a dead crow. That was what had brought the blood curse upon the girl. The priest asked if they had recently offended anyone unusual. The uncle admitted that during an investigation, he had indeed offended a Japanese man. The priest declared that man must be a ghost. In fact, over the past few days, 3 murder cases had occurred in the village. Each killer slaughtered their entire family, then sat silently at their door with a dark, blank expression. Police concluded the killers had mistakenly eaten poisonous mushrooms and gone insane. Old Gua encountered a young woman. She claimed to have witnessed the entire murder and told him that a Japanese man lived in the mountains. That man, she said, was actually a ghost, bewitching people into killing their families. Old Gua was about to take her back to the station, but after stepping away to make a phone call, the woman disappeared without a trace. Instead, in the backyard, he saw that Japanese man, naked, crouched on the ground, devouring raw deer meat. When the man noticed Old Gua, he stood up and sprinted toward him at terrifying speed. Thankfully, Old Gua awoke. It had only been a nightmare. Yet it left him even more convinced that there truly might be a ghost in the village. One villager testified that just a few days earlier, while repairing a mountain path, he fainted and, upon waking, saw that very Japanese man crouched on the ground, eating raw venison. Determined to uncover the truth, Old Gua asked the villager to guide him to the man's home. But as they neared it, the weather suddenly changed, and heavy rain poured down. A bolt of lightning struck him squarely on the forehead. Old Gua admitted him in a hospital, but all of a sudden, he shouted like he was possessed.